Hey y'all, so in today's Second Life Beginner's Guide, we're going to be going over heads, bodies, shopping, and much more. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, y'all, so we're going to start off at Cupra because this is a popular female body. Now, they also offer male bodies, but I'm not sure how popular they are. Just for reference, these are the popular male and female bodies that I have found. Are there more? Probably. There probably are. Now, I do have a beginner's guide, part one, that gives you all of the basic beginning things for Second Life in order for you to maneuver around Second Life so that when you get to this point, you won't be so thrown off or confused. Now, everything that I'm going to be showing you guys today is going to be based off of things that you're going to have to spend money on. Now, do they offer ways for you to build up a free avatar? Yes, I am going to go ahead and link some of those videos in the description box just for you guys to check out if that's something that you're interested in. But in your inventory, when you first log into Second Life, in your library, you're going to have an option for avatar welcome pack. You're just gonna double left click on it, and then it'll give you different bodies and stuff like that. So if you wanted to just like kind of deal with like the basic body with the basic head, you can do that. But the videos for the free bodies, they do like how to make a free avatar. They do give you different types of like clothing places that you can go to and stuff like that. But like I said, they also give you just kind of like a really basic so that you're not looking like too crazy when you first get here. And the welcome pack as well if you don't want to like go by the tutorials that they give you that I'm linking in the description. So now we're gonna go to the female body section. So in order to get to the female body section, now you can go this way and walk all the way down. You can do that, but they also have a teleport option. You're gonna hover over and then you're gonna go ahead and left click, and it's gonna take you to the demo bodies or the bodies that you can purchase. Now they have a Cara, that's one of their newer bodies, but we're gonna go with the Cupra because this is the body that when I see like people selling clothes on a weekend sale, they always have an option for a Cupra. I'm sure there are plenty of places that sell clothes for Cara, but I just want to stay with like some of the things that I know are a little bit more familiar in Second Life. Now, sometimes when you'll go to these stores and they will have the demo just like out in the open, and you'll be able to just clearly see where it is. Here, that's not the case. So the demo is actually in this option. It's actually in all of these options, but we'll just say for here, for instance. So you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna hover over the box. You're gonna left click. You're gonna find the demo option. You're gonna left click again, and they'll give you the demo. You're gonna go ahead, left click accept, and it's gonna go into your inventory. Again, your inventory is this little thing. We talked about this in the part one of the beginner's guide. And so when you purchase stuff, all of your stuff is gonna go into your objects. So the body is here in your objects, but the body is also here in recent in the objects as well. When you purchase stuff in Second Life, as long as you don't log out, everything that you purchase will go into your recent, just so that you can find it quicker, especially when you get to having like a lot of stuff in your inventory, because it get real hectic in the inventory. So these are all the different like breast and chest and just add-on body parts that they have. You guys are gonna go through all of that on your own based on what you want your avatar to look like. So I'll leave that at that. So really quickly, if you decide that this is the body that you want in search, you are gonna type in Cupra. But what's gonna happen is this store is gonna pop up. This is their main store that has clothes and stuff. You're gonna wanna scroll down to find their main store. And they have a visual room and the main store. You want the main store option. You can get to the main store from the visual room, but just so that you don't get too confused, you're just gonna go to the main store. So now we're at Leilukta. This is a super popular place where many people in Second Life get their heads. They do sell male and female heads. Again, I typed the name in search, and then I went on and just found Leilukta store. Left click on it, and then you're gonna left click again to teleport, and it's gonna bring you to their main area. Now, I would go by the names that I listed for the heads. I wanted to make sure that you guys knew like the names of the stores, because if you don't know the names of the stores, it's quite difficult to figure out like where you're gonna get stuff from, especially when you're very new to Second Life. You might not have no friends or stuff like that. So these are all their heads. They have so many different heads, and all of these heads can be altered and things like that so that you can make the shape or make the face look the way that you want it to based on the bones. So there's something in just some Second Life lingo. They'll say like when you want to shape the face and stuff like that, they'll talk about like the bones in the face and things like that. So of course we know they're not actually bones, but it's just like the avatar, each head will allow you to do so much with its features. And so you want to try to find one that you can really just like work with. But if you shape it well enough, you'll never be able to tell what is one. I'm just saying. So just for reference, we'll just go ahead and choose her. So with their demo, you're going to hover over the main picture. They also have a demo option here, but they give you like the little hand with the little Linden sign. You're going to left click and then you'll get the demo. This right here, you're going to want to make sure that it says buy for 0 lindens. That lets you know that it is free. If it was something that you wanted to actually purchase, then you would purchase it here. It gives you all the information on it. It tells you the price, it tells you the permissions, and it tells you like all the things that you need to do in order to actually purchase the actual head. So now we're at the fitting room. This isn't a store. This is just a place for us to go to so that we can try on our bodies and things like that since we don't have a home. I'm going to leave the landmark to this place in the description box as well. So when you go into these rooms, you're going to make sure that that the room says available, because if it's not available, unless you know somebody in there, we don't want to be busting in on nobody getting dressed. So this room is super duper cute. Now this dressing room area, sometimes you might go to a dressing room. If you type in dressing room in the search, they'll take you to you'll have a lot of different dressing room options. Sometimes they'll have a pose stand, sometimes they won't. If you need to pose, you're gonna go to your avatar and you're gonna click pose stand. They're gonna give you all these different options and things for you to do, different ways for you to pose and things like that. So you can go ahead and use that feature, but we're not gonna use this because they have a pose stand. So in order to use this pose stand, you're either gonna right click and click pose, or because it has a chair, you can just go ahead and left click and then it'll go ahead and pose you. Now they do have a lot of different pose options, and in order for you to access those, gonna be down here with this little arrow thing. You're gonna left click to get into the different poses, and then they tell you they have 27 poses and we're on pose 1. So we'll just cycle through a couple of them just so you can kind of see like the way that it'll pose you, just so like you'll have some options getting dressed. So before we get into unboxing and things like that, when you get your avatar and you want to get like some free clothes, I would suggest you go and join the Queens group. Go to the Queens main store, join their group, and then you'll be able to get lots of goodies off the walls. They tell you the different bodies that they have and things like that, and you're going to make sure that you look for the body that you have. Don't just go buying stuff. A lot of times you can zoom in on a board and it'll show you like the bodies that they have. Of course it's not going to be here because this is the people that own this place, but they'll show you like the different bodies and stuff like that. We go to the store, I'll show you guys. So one more thing before, in your library, I just want to show you the options that they give you in the welcome pack. They give you different bodies. So this is one. She's gonna be A, B, or C. I don't know which one she is, but you can go ahead and you don't even have to open up the folder. You're gonna right click on the folder and then you're going to say replace current outfit. And so this is what option A looks like. She has her bra and her undies on. This is option B. And then this is option C. Now, because option A, B, and C are all the legacy body, if you wanted to go into your outfits, I already made like another one of her just to show you guys really quickly. In the welcome pack, you're gonna just add all the clothing options. So you're gonna add everything except the skin. So we're gonna take this, you can left click this, and then we're gonna add all of this right down to the mesh body legacy. So we don't want the skin, we just want all of this to add back onto her. Then you're gonna right click and you're gonna click add. You're gonna left click and click add, and this is gonna put all of her stuff on that she had for the other one, for the main avatar. So as you can see, I added something that we don't want for this new skin. So she has the old ears on, so you're gonna right click and you're just gonna click, you're gonna left click and say take off. It's gonna put the ears on. So she has the same outfit on, she just doesn't have the skin. The skin is just different. And so if something doesn't go on that you want it to go on, you have an option to have 38 attachments. Attachments are like shirts and pants. Anything that's like a lipstick layer, looks like a pink little squiggly line, that doesn't count towards your attachments. So we're going to head and left click add, and then we'll go here and we're going to go left click add. And so this will add little things on. If you don't want it, you can double click, take it off, and things like that. So once you get this, if you say, okay, well, you know what, I want to keep her like this, but I want to save it, so you'll go ahead and click save as. You'll name it, and then it'll pop up in your it'll pop up as an outfit. So then you can just quickly add an outfit on. So like if I wanted to go back to her, I could go back to her really quickly, and then if I wanted to go to the one that we just made, I can go back to her quickly. So let's go ahead and start unboxing. So in recent, let's go ahead and get this body unpacked. So you're going to go to objects, you're going to hover over what you're trying to unpack, you're going to right click it, you're going to get an option, you're going to add. We're always adding. We're never doing wear unless they explicitly tell us to wear within the object's description. Otherwise, add it. So sometimes things will pop up here. You're going to go ahead and left click, and then they'll give you this folder. You're going to go ahead and left click accept, and it's going to add it into your inventory. So sometimes once things are unpacked, they'll auto remove, but if they don't, you're going to right click, you're going to click detach, or you can double left click and it'll take it away. So she's gonna need to strip down because she has on a legacy body, and the body that we're putting on is a Cupra. So we're gonna take everything off of her. So the quickest way to do that is we're gonna go into our outfit folder, our little t-shirt, and you're gonna go to wearing. Now, could you just go into outfits and snatch all her stuff off? Yes, but we're gonna have a little bit of decorum for today's video. Left click the top, you're going to hold down your shift key, and then you're going to go to the last thing that you want to take off, and then you're going to left click it. It's going to highlight all of that. Then you're going to right click and you're going to click take off / detach. And so this is what we have. This is the avatar broken down to like its simplest form. Does she look a mess? Yes, but we're not worried about that. So in your folder, you have all of these different options. They give you different skins to try on and things like that. Like I said, we're gonna keep things fairly basic today. So what we do want to put on is we want to put on this little shirt right here. This is the alpha layer. This alpha layer is gonna take off everything that does not need to be seen in order for the body to show correctly. So another thing that we're gonna want is we're gonna want the hood. We can add on just things and then we can take them off as needed. So you'll go ahead and hold down your control key. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do the main hood. We'll go ahead and do the baked on mesh hood. We'll do the Cupra full on off hood, baked on mesh demo. And then like with these are just like the different hoods for you to customize. So we'll also add the original alpha hood, and then we're going to go ahead and right click, and then we'll click what? Add. So straight out of the box with the things that we added on, this is what she's looking like. We'll make her look way better in a little bit. So now let's go ahead and follow the same steps and unpack the head. So we're gonna go find the head right here. The head, they actually already have it unpacked. Now sometimes they'll give you a demo and everything's already unpacked. We love that, but sometimes you'll have to do like we did with the lithium and unpack it ourselves. So with this, they already have everything unpacked. So what we're gonna want is we're gonna want the alpha. So they have different alpha options. So we'll go ahead and do this first one. And then once we have that first one on, we're gonna go down the list because they give us lots and lots of things too. So what we're gonna wanna do is we're just gonna keep it basic. So we're gonna have the eyes, and we're gonna hold down on control. And then we're also going to do the head. We also want the hood, and we want the teeth. So then we're gonna go ahead and right click, and we're gonna do what? We're gonna add. So now we have our avatar demo body on, and we also have the head. Now the skins are ample. We'll go to a prominent skin store in Second Life just so that you can see the options that they have for the skins as well. So this is this. Now they also give you like ear skin options and stuff like that, but we're not going to get too deep into that. You're going to add it like you would anything else. Now what we can do is we can go back to the lithium body, and we can add on one of the shapes so that she doesn't look like this. We can just give her like we'll do a curvy shape. So we'll go ahead, and because they don't give an add option, you only have a wear option, so that you're gonna go ahead and wear. And so this would be the body. Now when you put on a shape, it changes the face as well as the body. So let's go ahead and look a little bit at the hoods that we took out. So we took out the Alpha Cut hood and the hood, the Baked on Mesh Cooper hood. Now I don't think we need both of these hoods. If we do, I'll bring it back out. But for now, we're gonna take this one off just so that we're gonna, go ahead and detach it. Left click detach. So with this gives you like all the different options and different ways that you can customize your avatar. This right here is called the Alpha hood, and what it does is it blanks out certain parts. Like if you have an outfit on and it's not fitting like exactly the way that you want it to fit, you can cut out or blank out. I say, some people say, they use different terms for it, but I say like blank out or alpha out, different parts of your body just so that the clothes can fit better. If you have something where it's like something with the feet or something like that, each different body you get, they're gonna have different alpha layers. Their cuts are gonna be different on their bodies. So it goes all the way around, and you can like rotate the avatar, and it'll show you like, okay, so we're gonna do the upper back here, and then when you look at your actual avatar, the upper back is gone. So you'll say, okay, we're gonna do the lower back, and then the lower back goes. So it shows you like the different things and the different parts of the body that is being alphaed out. If you want to have everything back, you're gonna go ahead and click reset, and it's gonna bring all of the parts that you cut out back. So now let's look at this head. So with the Leilukta hood, it is quite extensive. Now, this might not be one of the most popular heads. I just got one. One of the most popular heads I know is like the Briannan. I forgot. I don't really know how you pronounce it. Now, this real quick, before we actually get into the head, these are like different hood options for the Anithium as well. You can, play around with them as you choose to, but I just added it up there because I wasn't sure like all that we needed, and I didn't want to have to go back into the inventory. But those are just like baked on mesh and things like that. So like if you put a skin on and it's not looking right, I believe 9 times out of 10 you could click that button and it'll help you fix your skin and all of that. They do give you different skin options and stuff like that, but we're gonna just stick with what we have. So when you are purchasing skin for your head, you're gonna want to make sure that the skin you're buying says Evo X, Leilukta Evo X. You're only gonna be getting skin that goes with your head. If you had a catwa head on, you're gonna buy the skin that's for the catwa head. But for the Leilukta Evo X, you're gonna make sure it says Evo X. If it doesn't say Evo X, when you purchase your skin, it's gonna look like this. As soon as she comes in, she's gonna look crazy. She look crazy right now. She's gonna still look crazy. So it's not all the way, but as you can see, the skin is not gonna fit right because you have a Evo X head. So you want to make sure that the skin's name coincides with the type of head that you have. So like I said, this is the Evo X head. So then you could do like try different features and things like that. So to give you like, this is like the wet look, and then they have I don't know what this is, like a little gloss or something like that. These are the tears if you want to cry and stuff like that. So they just show you like different ways that you can just alter your body, and then they have like different levels to it. So it's like if you want a little bit of gloss, if you want a little bit of sweat or a lot of sweat, if you want a little bit of tears or a lot of tears. So we'll go just through a couple of these. So they have different lashes. Now when you have both, this is gonna put the top and the bottom on. If you just want the top, you're gonna make sure you left click and click top. If you want the bottom, you're gonna left click and click bottom. So we'll do both, and we'll just do a random one. So you can do that, and then it'll add the lashes. Now, if you right here let you just do different things depending on like how you want the lashes to show. Blend is gonna be the option that you're gonna want, just saying. If for any reason you want the lashes gone or whatever, you can click this, and this is like another little alpha thing that you can use within the hood, and it'll take the lashes away. So you see the lashes are here, and then we'll left click that top lash, and then it'll take the top lash away. If you want the bottom lash, we'll left click and it'll take the little bottom lash away. It wasn't much of a lash to begin with, but they give you those options, and then you can choose your lash length. So if you want the lashes like really, really long, really voluminous, you can choose those different options. And yeah, so that's how you do the lashes. Now with the eyes, you can change the color of the eyes and the size of the eyes, as well as like do a lot of different things. There's a video that I linked in the description box that's gonna better or just really get into the nitty-gritty of things. I don't want this video to be super long, so we're not gonna get too in detail, but you can say, okay, I want the right eye to be this color. And so then you click and then you say, okay, and then I want the left eye to be this color. So then you click the left, and then those would be the eyes. If you say, you know what, I want both eyes to be one color, I want both eyes to be this color, and then you could click that. Or you say, I want both eyes to be this color. And then they also give you the options down here. The thing that I do love about the Le Look the Head is they give you so many different options, whereas you really don't have to do any kind of add-on thing if you don't want to. They give you different kind of you could do eyebrows, you can have different type of teeth, you can have braces and things like that, all these different types of teeth. If you want to go to sleep, you can close your eyes or let you open your eyes and things like that. They have all these different just like add-ons, different ways for you to just add on things and just to make things that much more special for you. They have makeup and stuff like that, different lipsticks for you to choose from and all of those things. They have like matte and glossy and stuff like that. You can also go into the little color wheel and make your own lipstick if you don't want to purchase anything. So that's the thing that I do like the most about this head, is that they give you so many different features. Okay, so now that we've gone over the heads and the bodies and how to add things, all this is going to go for how to add a male body as well. Let's go ahead and get a couple little demo outfits just so that we can try it on the body as well. So we'll do a little shopping. So we're at Queens. This is the store that I was telling y'all about before. I believe their group is free to join, so we're gonna go ahead and join that group and get some stuff off of the group wall. This is a store that has some really nice clothes, and they often participate in the weekend sales. So definitely, when you get your coins up, make sure you come and shop at Queens, because they have some really nice items for you with all different types of bodies. So this is their gift wall for the group members. So what you're gonna do is we're gonna hover over the group joiner. We're gonna go ahead and left click, then it's gonna say, okay, well, you got to join the group. And so you're gonna go into your nearby chat. You're gonna go ahead and hover over this green shop in Queens, and you're gonna left click again. It's gonna take you to the group options. You're gonna go ahead, left click and join. Gonna click join again. I'm not showing my tags right now, so let me go ahead and show my tags. So we're gonna go ahead and come out of here. And so now I have my tag on. And so what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna look at the options that they have. So how this works is when you see something that you like, what you're going to want to do is you're looking for the bodies that they offer. Normally it'll be in writing somewhere up on here. So we'll see here, and it's like, okay, our body is not on here. That's fine. So then we'll find a different one. What we're looking for is one that has our body on it. So this one has the Cooper body. So it's like, okay, this is something that we can purchase. So we'll look at this one, and then we'll go here and we'll say, okay, does this have Cooper? Because that's the body that we're working with. Yep, this has Cooper as well. So when you see one that has the body that you have, you're gonna go ahead and left click it, and then it's just gonna give it to you. You can go ahead and click accept. So now we have an option for our outfit, and then they have shoes. So let's see if we can get some shoes. Hopefully they have shoes for the body. If they don't, then we'll figure something else out. So let's see, do they have the Cooper for here? Nope, they don't have Cooper for here, but that's okay. So since they don't have the Cooper gift shoes, we'll just find a random pair of demo shoes just so that we can add them to the outfit. So we'll go ahead and get this demo, and let's go back to the fitting room. Okay, so we have our items from Queens. We're just gonna go ahead and unpack them just like we did with the other ones really quickly, and then we'll go to a scan store, and I'll just show you guys a little bit of scans. We can try some of the demo scans on in store. Not too much. Once you get the hang of adding stuff, then you'll be good to go. So what we're looking for, everything we're looking for, this is body stuff. So all of this stuff is from the neck down. If it was anything from the neck up, we would be looking for Le Look the Evo X, not the name of our head, but where the head is from. So it would be all Le Look the Evo X. If it's like makeup and stuff like that, that's what you would be looking for. So here, when it comes to when it comes to like earrings and things like that, you just want to make sure stuff is rigged, so you don't have to put it like make it go to where it needs to go. Rigged is just gonna put it where it's supposed to go, and that's what we want. With the hair and stuff like that, sometimes they'll give you the option for like look the hair in the items, but a lot of times you can just add on a rigged hair and it'll just go on your head. So here, what are we looking at? We are looking at the skirt. So we're looking for our body. So Cupra, we're gonna go ahead and find the Cupra. We're gonna left click and add that. And then they also have a top. We're gonna left click and add that. And it's just gonna add it to our avatar for us. So there we go, we have that. So then we'll go to the sandals. Now the sandals are a demo, but it's okay. So we'll go to the sandals, and what we're looking for is what? We're looking for the Cupra option. Yes, so here's the Cupra option right here. Go ahead and do the sandals. Now, the sandals have different heights. Right now, as you can see, her feet are flat. So because her feet are flat, they're not fitted in the sandals correctly. So what we want to do is we're going to go to the Lelukta hood. We're going to go to the foot portion. So these are the feet options. So you have all these different feet options that you can choose from. The one that we want is going to be the high. So when it's like that, that's the high foot. So now the shoes are going to fit. Now, does she have hair? No, she don't have no hair. So we'll just go ahead and put the hair on that she had on initially. That's going to be back in your inventory. We're going to go to Alpha, and we're looking for her hair, which is going to be this hair right here. Going to right click and add it. Her boobs are huge. That's fine. That's the body shape that we have on right now. Now, when you get the demo, sometimes it will let you edit the shape, sometimes it will not. If it doesn't let you edit the shape, just put the shape on that you had originally. So this is our original shape. You can tell because she has her original face that came with the body that they offered when we came in a Second Life. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go here, you're gonna go to edit shape. Now, when you edit shape, this is gonna show you how you can make her look however you want her to look as far as the bones will allow. So for me, I make all of my shapes. Now they sell shapes on Second Life Marketplace. I don't use those. You can, but I just don't. You go to Marketplace, type in shape, and they'll give you a lot of different shapes. The thing to always know is regardless of what shape you have, it's gonna change your body as well as your head. That's why I just recommend creating your own shapes. So when you do, don't pay attention to this, because let me tell you something. They'll tell you like you're super duper tall, and then you go next to somebody and you look super short. So don't worry about the feet and stuff like that. You just want to go like what looks best for you. I mean, you can if you want to. I just don't. So with this, let me get a good angle. Let me back up something. Let me move this. That's what I need to do. So with this, you have all these different options, and you can do whatever you want to do with her. You can make her taller. You can make her body. Right now, body thickness is at 5. So she's thick, and then you could do it like that, or you can make her smaller. That's the bones. This is as small as this body will let you get with the shape that we have on. So if you want less body fat is at 0. If you want to be bigger, you can make her bigger. And you can just go into all different parts. Torso has different torso parts. If you want her to have little bitty arms or big arms. If you want her to have a thick neck or a little neck. So you can alter all of these different things. If you want her shoulders to be wide or you want them to be a little narrow, you can do all of that. Breast size. So we'll make the breast size smaller just so that her hair pokes through a little bit more. Breast buoyancy and gravity is going to let you go if you want the boobs to be sitting up high or low, cleavage and all of that. So they give you like all these different options and ways that you can alter your body. If you want to do something with the head, they'll let you do things with the head. You can make her head bigger. So if you look at it, you can make her head bigger or smaller. We don't want the small head, okay? We're not trying to do a Beetlejuice type thing. So keeping the head like at 50 is that's just what people would recommend. The head shape, you can alter all these different things within the edit option, the little head shape right here. So with the little jawline things, it'll just show you like all the different things that you can do with the eyes, however you want the eyes. If you want the eyes bigger, you want them smaller, you want them like this, you can edit all of these options when you have the shape. It takes some time, and then once you like what you have, you're going to do save as, and then you would name it something. But because we're not going to do that, we're just going to go ahead and click undo changes so that she go back to how she looked, and then we'll just go ahead and left click and exit out of here. So now we're just going to go ahead and go to the skin store. So now we're at Velour Mall. I'm going to leave the landmark to this place in the description. I got somebody talking to me, Romeo. You know, people here, they can be nice. Some people are not, but this place, they can be nice. Romeo been here for a long time. So they do participate. This mall does participate in the weekend sales. So that's a really good thing. You got lots of different weekend sale options. So you have a couple of different options. Am I talking to Romeo like I ain't never been here before? Yes, because I'm not trying to get Romeo all of my business. No, Romeo's trying to be all of my business though. So they have a store here. They have It Girls. This is a skin store, and then they have Velour. Velour is a more common skin store. So we're gonna go into Velour, and then I'm gonna answer Romeo a little bit later. If I was not showing you guys this stuff, I would be talking to Romeo right now in real time. So with the Velour skin store, of course, they have lots of different skins to choose from for lots of different heads. Why is she walking in slow motion? I do not know. So we'll try on a couple demos. What we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna try to find a skin that is closest to the head that we have. Now, depending on the picture, we talked about this before, depending on the picture's gonna let you know how dark the skin's gonna go. If we started here, if she's starting out Caucasian, honey, you can bet your bottom dollar she's not gonna get a whole lot darker than that. Now, sometimes they will surprise you and they'll get a little bit darker, but for the most part, no. If the head is already dark, is already pretty light, they're probably not gonna have anything too much darker than that. She's a little bit darker. She's a bit of a tan. So let's see, what we're looking for is something that might be like a chocolate or something like that. So even her, she doesn't go pretty dark. So let's find a darker skin. Okay, so I found a darker tone. Now this skin is for the Leluta Evo X. So they also show you like the head that they use and the skin tone for the head. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and grab the demo, and we'll go ahead and buy. And then over here, they give you all different types of add-ons, like for the body part and things like that. But you also can get your body scan here as well. So depending on the different type of physique you want for your body, you can get that physique skin here as well. And I do like that. I like that this can really be just like a nice little one-stop shop for you. So over here is where they have the Cooper body, and these are all the different options. So like when you find a skin that you like, you're gonna make sure that you're gonna get whatever one is for your actual body. So this is Picasso Babe. When you get different skins, they'll tell you like where to actually find like the body skin. If you get like a head skin, they'll tell you where to find the body skin, and 9 out of 10 it's gonna be here. So just go ahead and get a demo skin for the legacy body that we have on right now. We're not gonna go back through putting on the Cooper again. So we'll just get a little demo. We'll do the curvy demo. So we'll go ahead and do the curvy demo. And then I'll also show the, what do they have? Like we'll do a muscular demo. Okay, so for the face and the body, it's already gonna be unpacked. And the reason how you know it's already unpacked, 9 times out of 10, if it's not unpacked, it's going to be under your objects. If it's already unpacked, it's just going to be out in the open like this. So first we're going to look at the body. So we have the legacy body, and that's just the body that they give you. I really do like that they give you mesh bodies now. So we'll just go for a tone that's closest to her tone, which is probably going to be like some type of like chocolate or brownie. So we'll do chocolate. Now these are the lipstick layers I was telling you about. When you see like this little pink squiggly thing, that's a lipstick layer. So if you go into your inventory right now, it said we're wearing 5 items out of the 38 attachments that we get to have. But when we go ahead and do the chocolate body, we're going to right click and we're going to add. Even though they give us an option to wear, we're going to do add unless they don't give us an option. It doesn't change the attachments because this doesn't count. The lipstick layers don't count as an attachment. So I know we got the boobs blanked out, but this is what the muscular option looks like. Now you can go in different ones and they'll have like different muscular options, but this is what this muscular option looks like. So now we'll do the other option, and the other option that they had was curvy. We'll do curvy chocolate as well. And then it'll just show you what the curvy, this is a lot of times your body will just go gray when the Baked on Max option is coming on. So with the curvy, you got like a little fupa. And then with the bag, this is what the bag looks like. Now they do have some skins where they'll have like back rolls and things like that. You can get different add-ons for things like that as well. So let's go ahead and do the head skin. They give you, this one they give you options, looks like with the brow. And then they'll have like brow or browless. So it'll let you know like what you're gonna be looking at, because with the Lelucta hood, if you get like a Lelucta head, it gives you options to have eyebrows or not. So this is what she looks like. Very, very pretty. And then from here, like if you liked her face like this, you could just keep her like this. Or if you wanted to change it, you can change it and stuff like that. So you have lots of different options that you can choose from when it comes to just like creating your avatar, making them look the whatever way you want her to look. Now let's get into some animations. So now we're at Vista Animations. The landmark for this place is also going to be in the description box. This is a very popular place for animations, different like walking animations. They also have dances here and things like that, like walks and stands and stuff like that. So you're going to find one that you might want to try out. Then you're going to right click and you're going to say click try out, and then they're going to give you all these different options. So all these different options are like the different things that you can cycle through. They'll give you all the specifics on the animation and stuff like that, and then you can see how much it costs. This whole like everything that's offered with this is going to be basically 2,000 lindens. So we'll start with we'll do gestures. And so they have different gestures, and you can just like cycle through the different gesture options that they have, and these are all going to be like within one hood that you can use. It'll be like on your screen, and it'll let you do like all different types of things. So yeah, so the gestures, you're gonna left click the little arrow and it'll show you like all the different gestures that they have. And then you can go to like the walks. Now I believe, do they give you the option? Like, yeah, they give you the option to just like buy the walks and stuff, all these options individually. So like if you wanted to add them to your hood, you can add them to your Vista hood. It's been so long since I've done it. I'm not gonna do a tutorial on that because I don't even kind of sort of remember it, and it was tedious. I do know I had to go into scripts and all types of stuff. So then it just cycles you through all these different things, and once you buy, if you decide you want to buy like certain things, or if you want to buy them all, who's walking like this? Like, listen, sometimes they just be doing some stuff. So you can choose like which actual walk that you use. So once you cycle through it and you see like, okay, well, you know what, this is something that I like, and I actually like all the different options that they have in here, then you would buy it and you will unpack it the way that you unpack the bodies and all of that stuff. And this is just another like really, really cool way to add just that extra little flair to your avatar, so she'll breathe and stuff like that, so that she's not just like standing here. I don't know if y'all see my thing popping up. I'm trying to find my button, but I can't find it. So like you can see, she'll like just like do like inhale exhale type thing, so that she is breathing, you know, and so that she's just not like just standing there. You can see her chest will rise up and it'll fall and things like that. So I really do like that as an added feature. So we went over quite a bit today. If I think of anything else that I might have forgot, I'll probably do another video on it, or you guys can comment and let me know in the description box. Like I said, don't forget to check out the free avatar building videos in the description box, as well as another one where you can make an avatar for fairly cheap, you know, but we we also have our welcome pack options to choose from as well. So yeah, y'all, see y'all next time.